Hi, Ruchi. Now,
Hello.
this success journey will motivate everyone. Hi. I
Hi.
I have seen his first picture when he was playing with tortoise. The one
With
he
the
was,
third, yeah.
yeah,
And then I sent you another picture with the book.
with the book. Yeah. So, Ruchi, it has been an interesting journey for everyone, every mom who says that I cannot do it. This journey, we have waited almost 2, 3 weeks for certain reasons which Ruchi will share. And this has been one of the best journeys. So the great job along the direction, making sure
Thank you,
that she
ma'am.
does it. Ruchi, I want to give you a mic to you. Take it as much as time. My all day is for you. Share whatever you want to share about the success journey. It's your thing. Don't miss out. You know why this is the most important success journey for all moms. Please.
That I want to show you. I had this folder made. It has all the study materials in it. And I don't know if you can see, but I had the date 20th October 2025 for
Mhm.
my exam. I've written PMP 20th October 2025. That's the date that I was initially planning to take my exam. And finally, I took it on 3rd of January 2026. So I think one of the credit that I missed mentioning in my LinkedIn post was Shweta sir, who had suggested your name to me when I first got on the phone call with you. You know, she spoke very highly of you. She had not gone through the program, but she was everything positive about you. I said, okay, I'll give it a shot, and that's where in April, Sudha ma'am, the journey started in Fargo, North Dakota, and
Oh,
then so many transitions happened. Because of the federal situation in the US, I got laid off, and then my husband, because of his work, he had to move. So we drove from North Dakota to South Florida, which is almost 2,200 something miles or 3,000 kilometers for my friends in India, Pakistan, and in the Asia. So we drove with 10 pets, and I had my 3-year-old, and we were expecting another one. So it was a very physically and emotionally a little bit challenging situation for me. And in the middle of this, it was how am I going to complete my PMP certification because I want to get it done. Now I had taken the dates and everything, mentally I'm like, okay, 20th October, I have to take the exam. But I wasn't there, I made my notes. I had taken the first class session with Amar sir, and I made notes. When we moved to Florida, I lost that notebook. I think something that I want to take credit for myself is only the fact that I took pictures of it in my phone and I created a WhatsApp group just for myself so that I could go back. So this was one thing that I thought that I should surely share with everybody. I'm just gonna plug in my charger, sir. So
Sure, sure. We are with you. We are
yeah,
with
yeah.
you.
Uh, Muki. So every time going to the washroom, every time I could take a break from my child, from home, from husband, from pets, I would open my phone and I would go on that WhatsApp group of mine because I was like, I don't have any resources to go back to because every time opening the laptop was not possible. But the fact that you have your phone all the time and you can go back, I think that was very helpful. Instead of just doom scrolling on YouTube or everything else, I was able to go back to my notes because when you write, it
yeah,
stays with
that's the
you.
best thing. Yes.
Yeah, I still like to go back to my notebooks, but I didn't have any. I don't know. I don't even know where in the house it is right now. So then I started again. I remember you were offering sessions, and when you said you can join it, Ruchi. So I think having that clarity for students that what you can still join the sessions was, I mean, it's great to know because I was reluctant initially. I was like, I don't know if I can take the session again, if I can redo it. The other big thing that probably we might not say out loud is like, do I have to pay again? Because I know I haven't taken the exam, but then uh, financially you always have that thing in the back of your mind. uh, Other than that, I would say, sir, everybody, all the students in your class, they all have their own challenges. I don't think I am someone new, um, or I have some unique challenges. I will close the door so that the video doesn't get.
This is a
That's
typical mom video.
yeah, typical mom video. She's getting up to get a charger. Sun
Yes.
is coming. Her dog is uh, like doing things, dog things. So yeah, that's
Yes.
why I wanted to record her journey. And just to put in the context, everyone, we are trying to record this journey for 3 days, but we are still not able to do that. But this is something very beautiful. So I'm really proud of her, how we went from there and now
Yeah.
cleared this thing. Sudha, if you want to share something about our journey.
I mean, yeah, Ruchi is back. I mean, let her complete what she was saying. Yes, Ruchi.
Yes, Ruchi.
No, ma'am. Sorry, sir, about all of this. Apologies again. The pros and cons of having so many kids, I guess. So just settling into a new place, sir. And Saeed sir was my mentor. I know he's probably not available now, but a lot of credit goes to him because every time, even if I was getting close to 58%, 60% in my RCA, he always encouraged. So that was really nice. Eventually, when he moved, then I got in touch with Sudha ma'am. Sudha ma'am, her emotional intelligence, I mean, everything is phenomenal about her, but the emotional connect that you get with her, understanding someone as a woman, as a mother, as a wife, the kind of boost that she gives, and she's available even in the middle of the night, because that's the time I think most of the mothers get for
Yeah.
themselves. And she made herself available, sir, and without making you feel burdened. So I think the thing that we study in the chapter about servant leadership being, your EQ should be high. Sudha ma'am is someone who reflects that very nicely. And the fact that, you have so many facilitators, sir, because everybody now knows that you cannot be available for every other student, but the fact that you have facilitators, you can talk to them about your personal things, your challenges. Saeed sir did not know that I was expecting, because I still remember Sudha ma'am asked me, तूने बताया नहीं उन्हें? I was like, मैम मैं क्या ही बताती, क्या क्या बताती उनको मैं. So so thank you, sir, for the entire framework that you have. And I know most of the people who have cleared PMP, they have all experienced that very beautifully. So I think I will stop there, and Sudha ma'am, you can go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it was wonderful working with you, Ruchi. It was a short span of time that I got to know you, but then she's extremely such a sweet person. I mean, it was awesome knowing you, Ruchi, as a person. And in spite of all the challenges that you are a new mom, and in spite of that, you gave your 200% to the studies. That's remarkable. It's not possible by everybody. Everybody has got some reason or another. I mean, this success journey is an eye opener to all of them, who give so many excuses of not doing RCA and not doing studies. At least you inspire them that in spite of all your challenges, you are here, you are a PMP certified person, and then we are absolutely proud of you. I'm
Thanks.
so happy.
Okay, we are still not getting the real story here. I'm waiting. Now Ruchi will start sharing her journey. Ruchi, let me put it here for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Tell the real story from the day you joined. What were the challenges? I know everyone has the challenges. The reason I wanted to record your journey and I let it to be on your terms when you are available, because I want the real story here for everybody. Because for all the moms, some who are expecting, some who have child, like some who have turtle. You're the first one who had turtle as a pet, dogs. I said everything, right? So all the challenges are there, and you did talk about even you lost your job. Okay,
Yes, sir.
but I want you, let it be out. I want you
Yeah.
to share the real journey. Please, one more time, share the real journey, how hard it was. It was. How
Yeah.
unpredictable it was. It was. How we changed
Right.
the exam, why we changed the exam from center to home. There was,
Yeah.
Overnight.
there
Yeah.
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
right? You see,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
everything in my brain.
Yes,
You
that's
can, I
remarkable,
am,
Ruchi. I mean, he remembers everything.
right?
I don't
Every
know how.
milestone that we had, right? And then from that message, Pappu pass ho gaya. right? Am I right? So
Yes,
this
sir.
journey was very, like I was saying when you were clearing, I said to my wife, she's a very strong woman, and I said, don't complain, just look at this lady. She never complains, right? But I said, and I am really proud to have you. You are one of the strongest women I've ever met. You are not living in India.
Thank you.
You are not living in Pakistan. With all the respect to everyone, all moms there, I want to put something there. When my wife had a baby, my mother was there to take care of them. When her mother was there, my sister-in-law, my elder brother wife is a gynecologist. My younger brother wife is a gun. Like there's an entire community always available.
Yeah, yeah,
But when you have a baby, here you don't.
yeah,
Okay, and it's not, and having one baby is a another thing or thing. Having a baby who's very young, people
yeah,
just saw the very young, and then you have a second baby for that, and then you lost the job, right? So if you
yeah.
can, and of course, it's very expensive here. I I had a thumb problem. It cost me a big money, so I know that.
Oh,
So Ruchi, if you can share your real story,
yes, sir.
please, if
Yes, 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 sir.
you want.
Of course, sir. I mean, I just wanted to give an overview, so much, everything starts with gratitude to the Almighty and, getting in connection with you. I think it was all a great destiny for me. And it's been quite of a challenge because moving from North Dakota, it's almost like moving from a rural area into a very urban area, which highlights how expensive it is. So, I have to be a little mindful of different things, um, that, the kind of decisions you take once you've lost your job and how you're going to manage everything else. So that has also, been a big reason behind my different decisions. And then expecting a child. I think it was rough, but I think one of the philosophies that has always helped me is, adding humor to life, even if it is painful. It keeps you going, so I think that's how I kept myself motivated. My pets have been like my children, so I think I already had those motherly feelings and responsibilities when it comes to, because every single pet, even if it is a turtle that does not speak, needs food and attention. The parrot, the bigger it is, it needs your time. The parrots want them, they want you to hold them, they want you to talk to them, they want you to sing to them. And then having a child, his my first child's nickname is Mowgli, sir, because of all the animals that he's surrounded with. And then came the second pregnancy, which was a little complicated as well, sir, medically. And that was another reason that, recording this journey took some time,
Yeah.
because there were appointments that were, unexpected.
Yes.
And I could share it with Sudha ma'am. I said,
Yeah.
Sudha ma'am, this is what's happening. Unfortunately, I cannot make it. And then when you come to a new place, sir, I'm almost like starting from scratch. So not knowing where the hospitals are, going by yourself, because my husband has to travel. He's the one who's earning right now, so I cannot even put burden on him. Um, so these little things, they pile up. And then my due date was 13th of January, and then it got preponed to 7th of January. And I think it was just less than a week before that I got to know. And I texted Sudha ma'am. I said, ma'am, now the date, instead of 13th, it is 7th of January. So she really pushed me. She's like, Ruchi, looking at your scores, you are there. You, if you want, you can just take it, in a day or two. But I think, sir, couple of things that were important that I should mention here is, as I said, my initial date was 20th of October. I kept on pushing for it. And it's important for students to know that, after like, what's the duration where you don't have to pay? What's the duration when you have to pay? So I ended up paying. I said, I know I'm not ready, because that's when I was with Saeed sir. Saeed sir said, Ruchi, you will have to push it a little bit, because that time my scores were around 65%, Shudha. So he's like, 70%, Ruchi, you should be making it. And every time I was taking a screenshot of my entire RCA tracker, everything that I was doing, not just for the facilitators, but for myself as well, just to have a reality check. This is where I stand. No matter how low it is, no matter how high the score is, it's about the average. So that kept me going because I could see a little bit of, eventual fluctuations and, increasing in the percentage. That gave me a little bit of more confidence. But one of the things that I struggled with was, sir and ma'am, was the timing.
Yes.
Sir said, Ruchi, 60 minutes. My biggest struggle was 180 minutes, ma'am. I was like, 180 minutes because sometimes my son is waking up, sometimes my dog needs water, sometimes I have to go to the bathroom. And then I'm telling Said sir, I did it, but I had to take this bathroom break. And he's like, no, Ruchi, it's okay, just keep going on. Take the next RCA. Take the next mock exam, sorry, not RCA. And sometimes, ma'am, I broke my mock exams into two, but I was manually, balancing them out just to identify the score that I was getting. So I think as a busy parent, not just for moms, I know there's a lot of fathers who take the same kind of responsibility. It goes back to Amar sir's mantra, 1 is greater than 0. Even if it is little bit, I would keep on saying in my head, oh, then all is well, it's okay. One step at a time. So I was just pushing myself from that perspective, sir, ma'am. And timing was something that I was really scared of because I was not able to manage the time. So in order to cope with it, I stopped taking breaks. I wasn't breaking the sessions for myself. I said, yaar, khatam karo, ek bari mein jitna hota hai, because I know my situation. Nobody can even come to rescue me here. So at least I should know what am I scoring here. So I was not taking breaks just to see that. And this is honestly what I was doing, sir. This was my mechanism because I just did not know.
The later part, you didn't take any break. You went for things.
Yeah, ma'am. I was like, I don't know how much time am I losing. The second biggest challenge for me, sir, ma'am, was the calculation part, the cost chapter. I made so many notes. I wanted to show this. I got this sticky note, sir, inspired by you, but I bought this for my son because right now also he's scribbling on the wall. I cannot shout at him because you're recording the session, but I got this for him so I can stick it on the wall. Okay, this first page I left empty because I knew he will come and scribble it. Yeah, but sir, this whole thing is full of my notes. I think because of the lights.
No, I can see.
We can see.
And this, ma'am, because I like to write, that's what allows me to remember things. But in everything, and I like to read because Amar sir, I remember he asked me, Ruchi, do you read? Because if you read, then I'll send the book. So every page in his book, I have my notes marked. I took notes. I was underlining things because that's how I could retain things, ma'am. And having a physical copy is so helpful. So I lost my notebook when we were moving, but thankfully, taking pictures was super helpful. And he stopped. And this is something, it would be a tip for anybody who is, I don't want to say careless like me, but having things accessible on your phone, on things that's something that you can put on your bedside. It is so helpful because I was watching sir's videos. I was looking at my notes. I was reading. And also one more thing that I wanted to mention, sir, is the first time session that I took, I think that was probably in May. And you had mentioned about this tracker. At that point, I never used it, Sudha ma'am. I used it when I became a student in batch 8. That's when I religiously used it, very dedicatedly. I was like, I need to see where I stand. And there in the links on the extreme right corner, there are multiple links. And I ended up opening all of them, whether it was flashcards. And there is one that is PMP summary in 2 hours, I think, sir.
2.5 hours, yes.
But that is, I think, the old version because it still has words that have been changed in the newer version. But because I enjoy reading the story kind of format, ma'am, that really helped me. And in my mind, I was just thinking, when I will come to a point where I'm talking about my journey, I would like to highlight that those links, when you have time, open them and see them. Because some people relate to flashcards, some people relate to videos, some people like the storytelling format. And sir has all those resources out there. Sometimes I know when you're training the students, you cannot mention every day about those links. but the fact that they're there, and it's, as a student, it's our responsibility to sometimes take those initiatives. And that's when I was like, yeah, this is what I understand. I still have that in my folder. I have underlined it, ma'am. It's like you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
And that's when I found out on YouTube there is like a 12-hour PMP movie somebody has made. I thought I cannot do that, but the fact that sir has PMP in 2 hours, that's something that motivated me. I was like, 2 hours, yeah, I can do this. 2 hours, I can read this.
Yes, the best resources on the YouTube, but then yes, as you say, people have to use it to take
Yeah, man,
advantage of
you
it.
have to take those initiatives.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you, Ruchi. Thank you. Anything else, Ruchi, you want to?
the last thing I'll mention is kudos to Sudha ma'am, who really pushed me. She's like, Ruchi, if you have the baby, you might not have the time. So if you can do it now, sir, and this is between, sir, 31st or 30th of December, and 3rd January is when I took my exam.
Yes.
And sir, as you know, I was scheduled to take the exam at the center. Mentally, I was prepared. My calendar, I had it. Ki Ruchi, 7 o'clock, 7 in the morning, leave for the center. You'll have 10-20 minutes to figure out things just in case. And then, sir, my due date moved. And because of the medical complications, Sudha ma'am, when I shared it with Sudha ma'am, she said, Ruchi, why don't you take it online? And I was like, I never thought about it. It never even occurred to me that I have that option. So that came as a magical moment to me, sir. And then she provided all the support. She's like, don't worry, I'll send you the information, I'll connect with them on your behalf, and I can, find out the solution for you. And then you connect with them, with the PMI people, with the representative, with the staff members from Project Management Institute. And that's when balls started really rolling, sir. Ma'am was like, delivery se pehle dekh le agar ho sakta hai to. I was like, ma'am, plan to yahi tha. The plan was 20th October, 25 to 26 pahunchne wale hain. And sir, when we started this process, again, all the credit goes to Sudha ma'am here. When I found out, we can take this option, and they approved my application, sir. It was going back and forth with communication. When they approved, I sent a screenshot to Sudha ma'am. I said, ma'am, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
that papu pass ho gaya wala moment only. I said, okay, now the last step is left. So now it was, preparing myself and the house, the members in the house, the pets in the house, that, 4 hours, sir. That was my next hurdle. How am I going to sit? But, I think with God's blessings, Sudha ma'am's motivation, and, I kept on watching your WhatsApp status, sir. 2026, now the format is changing, you should become a PMB, those little things, you watch them, but when you're sleeping, when you're sitting, that's when you
It plays
process.
in the mind, yes.
Yeah. And then you're like, you know what, you want to get done. Every student here wants to get done, sir. It's just that moment that really hits them ki, nahi yaar, aar ya par, do or die situation, and I was like, I think the newborn has some PMP knowledge already in him because he's gone through all that stress throughout this journey with me, man. So just sitting for that 4 hours was a challenge, but then it was done, and when it was done, I said, Sudha ma'am.
Yeah, this is one reason why Amir sir forces students to book their exam, so that there is a deadline and they stick to it. That is very important. Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. The cost and everything, that also pushed me. I was like, oh, I'm enough paying for the rescheduling of the test and everything. But that's a positive pressure too, ma'am. Sir, that you don't want to pay another $70 for rescheduling, another amount for the exam. So yeah.
Thank
So
you.
I think I did share all of it, sir. If I
Yes.
missed something, please feel free to question me and I'll respond.
No, that was good. That was really good, and that's why I wanted to ask. Now, Ruchi, I want to put in a context. Let's say,
Sir.
let's come out of your own shoes and see if someone else like you, she's expecting, or she's a mom living in US or Canada, they lost a job. How would you guide them? Right? As a friend, not so that was more like a
Yeah.
mom. As a friend,
Yeah.
how would you guide them? worked into that. Like Sudha was trying to tell me about it. Said, don't tell me. She tried to tell to said, don't tell me. You are a girl. You are like a mom. You take care of her. Just tell me about the PMP preparation. I'm not interested. You go there. I don't go to that. My entire family is doctors. I did not went to MBBS because I don't want to know details. I'm good with it. Okay, please.
Sir, I think women in general, they're multitaskers.
Mm.
And the fact that, somebody has planned to take this exam, to take this certification, itself speaks a lot. The fact that it is only someone who's ambitious. I think these are different hurdles that comes in everybody's life, whether it is male, female, it does not matter. But since we're talking about women, we're talking about moms expecting, working with kids, we're always surrounded with different challenges. And you have so many students who are in the same spot just like me. Somebody's expecting, somebody's pregnant, somebody might have lost their job. I was in a position who was going through all of this all together. But if the time might go by, it might take a little bit longer, but it will happen. And we all know our pressure points, sir. Mogi, stop. We all know, maybe it might be a financial reason for someone. Because that was for me at one point, because I had already paid fees for rescheduling my exam. And I was like, I cannot continue paying this fees all the time. I cannot keep on pushing. And then I knew that I cannot balance my life with more kids while thinking about taking the exam at the same time. So I want to get done. And in that case, no one else can do that on my behalf, right? I have to push myself. I am the one who has to do it. I am the one who has to take a decision. So sometimes it's all about you, and you know how good you are at multitasking and balancing things. And everybody has their own custom routine, sir. Like for me, it was at night time when my kids slept. Daytime, it is so chaotic. That's why I could not take the classes. But the fact that you have recordings available, the fact that you have YouTube videos available, the fact that you have all those resources, sir, I was using my bathroom time. I was using the time instead of wasting it on Instagram, which, I have in my life. I was going through those notes. It's like when you have that pressure, you know what content you want to absorb if you really want to push yourself. And I think every individual has that capacity, sir. Just up and low, different levels.
Mm. Mm.
And then humor, keep the humor going on because things get really intense.
Yes. Yeah, no point stressing, right?
Yeah, it will be there for sure, right, Sudha ma'am? But
Yeah.
every time Sudha ma'am was like, ho jayega. Ruchi, it will happen.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to the exam now. So your exam was online exam,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
How
sir.
did you like? What were the steps? Can you walk me through it?
Sir, they already send you an email what to expect first, how your room should be. You want to make sure there are no extra monitors or screens to make sure that there is no plagiarism, that nobody's helping you out or anything. So you want to make sure that you take pictures. They ask you to take left, right, up and down, send all the pictures. And it's not that you can take the pictures ahead of time. They will send you a link and then they ask you to share those pictures real time. And then they'll ask you to take a selfie. Then they'll ask you to send pictures of your government ID. And because they share this information ahead of time through the email, I had everything ready. I used my spare room, the same room that I am in right now, because this is the only room that did not have a lot of clutter and things that were expected for the exam. And then making sure that you have a good internet connection, that it is uninterrupted and you don't have any disturbances. So that is something that you have to be mindful of. And then I wanted to keep my water bottle because I was not sure how much, because I was already panicking and I was, there was a lot of anxiety while being pregnant. You don't know, maybe your water breaks, what will happen, in that case. So just having those things around and making sure that the person who's watching you is also aware, because they will say anything if something does not look right. But in my case, I did not have any of those situations, sir. You had also called me a day before and you mentioned about your experience that you wanted to keep a water bottle. and you can tell the proctor about it. So that was a good prep work for me, sir. And yeah, it was quite simple. And then it was just about taking the exam, and then it shows you a timer. One of the struggles that I had for me, Sudha ma'am, was the time, it's in minutes. And for me, I was like, I had broken the time in like 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour 25 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes. I understand it much better. So that was something that was making me a little bit anxious,
Yes,
just
timer goes in
because.
reverse. Yes.
Yeah. And because again, it goes to the same fact, because I'm not too confident about my calculations and my mathematics. And that's why the cost chapter is something that I was super frightened about. But yeah, sir, these were the steps. And then it was just following what's happening on the screen, taking the exam. And then there is a timer for the break, and you're constantly on the camera. They're watching you. You can see your screen as well.
Okay, okay, okay. How did you manage this thing? Like the first section, second section, how much time you looked into that? And when a person was watching you in front of you, was it challenging for you that someone is watching while you are doing question answer, or it was okay to you?
Sir, mentally, I knew that somebody's watching you. It's not like the Zoom call that there is no person there. But it's mentioned that, if something does not look right, you had also mentioned that, they will interrupt you and they will tell you that why do you have this thing or that thing. So I had that in my mind. So I kept everything very simple, no interruptions, nothing like that. I don't want to give an opportunity to them to feel that, there are disturbing elements in my surroundings. And other than that, sir, did you
Mhm.
have a second part question, sir? Sorry, I
How
missed
did
that.
you manage
Mogi.
time? First section, second section, third section.
Sir, I think I was just going with the flow, sir. I was quite on time. I think I finished ahead of time. I think I had 10-15 minutes in hand. Because again, sir, it goes back to the fact that I knew that that was a challenge for me initially from the day I have been practicing my mocks, because I did not keep a timer because of all the disturbing elements that I have around me. And that was that turned out to be positive for me, sir, because I was like pretty fast. Even when I was taking my mocks, I think I built up a speed where I still had 10 to 15 minutes. Because I still remember Saeed sir texted me that, Ruchi, you should take breaks in between. You should use the time in its entirety. And I told him the same thing, sir. My anxiety keeps me going on, because sometimes I think, what if I'm taking more than 10 minutes, or because sometimes spontaneously my child comes and disturbs me, my dog comes and he wants to drink water. So these are things that are not making an ideal situation for me. So, sir, just keeping it real with my personal situation, I got that speed that I was able to proceed quite fast.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
perfectly fine. Okay, which topic was most highlighted in your exam?
Sir, in terms of highlighted, the highlight personally for me was that no calculation question came for me, sir,
Hmm.
because that was something that I was very scared of, sir. That, will I remember all the formulas? Will I mess up any formulas? What if I do the calculation incorrect? So that didn't happen. But then, sir, it was a mix of most of the questions that I practiced during the mock. I want to say, sir, 40 to 45% questions. I could read them and I was like, I've seen this question. I know the answer to this question. So I think that was another thing that helped me save some time, sir, because I was like, I know this is the right answer. And then that's again, kudos to those mock questions.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Okay.
then all the other questions, they were a mix, sir. They were a mix of everything. Uh, uh, Besides the cost chapter, besides, I mean, for cost also, I didn't have to do any calculations, but they were more on the theoretical side, if I remember correctly. Oh, and I did get a lot of matching questions, sir.
Drag and
Drag
drop.
and drop. drag and drop. Yeah, there were a lot of drag and drop questions. Yeah. And something that did make me a little nervous was because the drag and drop questions were not like just four options and four options. There were like 8 and 8. And that is something that did make me a little nervous and made me think a little bit more longer than anticipated.
Okay, so anything you want to ask?
Yeah.
No, that's it. I mean, I was just listening to her story itself was so nice. I mean, I was waiting
Yeah.
for this success story
Yeah.
for a long time.
Ruchi loves to talk. I know that for
Yeah.
I know that.
And sir, there were also there were questions, ma'am, the graphical questions, sir, that you made us practice, where you show the graph and you ask about where is the bottleneck situation. There were 2 or 3 of those, and one was exactly the same question that we had in the mock.
Ruchi, if you have to start your journey today, 4th of February, okay, what would you do differently that before my birthday, that is 31st March, you become
Um, Sir, I think, sir, I will start my journey in the reverse order, sir. By that, what I mean is, sir, and this might be just pertaining to me as an individual, because, sir, I think initially I did not have the entire picture of the different topics, like the processes, like there is a project, there is a program, and how it all falls and how it's all connected. I think when I started my journey, sir, it was different topics. So I was focusing. That was also great. Nothing against that. But it's just me as a person, sir, who loves to have the bigger picture first and then go deeper. And that is why, I was so persistent to writing every single thing. And I was, sharing my notes with Saeed sir at that time. And he said, it's good, Ruchi, because, sir, some people who are detailed oriented, I think it probably connects with them more because they want to know everything. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's also bad, sir. I've seen that, professionally also, especially if you're like in a fast paced environment. But if I don't understand even a single word, my mind gets stuck over there, sir. So I will Google it, I will check it out, I will check out more videos. I remember I was going to your super old videos, sir. I know they were old because, your hair looked different, you look different.
Never. Don't push that
Yeah,
button. My heart
yeah.
breaks. I lost
You
all.
look no, you look gorgeous there, sir. But I didn't look at the time. But even then, sir, it's a resource.
But he
It
looks
it
gorgeous now.
he's gorgeous now as well, sir. And your gorgeousness is helping throughout those years that you have put your videos out there on YouTube.
I,
So,
I'm, I,
sir,
Ruchi, I'm male. I don't care how do I look as long as I am achieving my goal. That's for you guys. So I'm
sir,
okay.
even some males they also worry, sir. Come on, sir.
Yeah.
You are on a weight loss journey, sir. You were
Yeah.
talking about it.
That is not about looking good. That is about proving yourself that yes, you can out outlive your limitations. Because one
Yeah.
of the thing from always, like my son is now, I love eating food like Coke,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola. I have lost like weight 3 times. Coca-Cola is one of the chicken piece and Coca-Cola. I would say KFC and Coke. This
Yeah.
has been my and third biryani. As long as I remember, as long as like not just now, I don't eat
Yeah.
sweet dish. I don't eat sweet. Like if you give me chocolate, not interested, right? So it has always been my weakness. So it's not about weight loss journey about this thing. It's about that I am bigger than my weaknesses. I'm bigger than my
Mhm.
cravings.
Yeah,
And
that's too good.
it's
Yeah.
more about a self-control, self-worth. That I like to wear pant coats. The only thing, like even my face is that big, I don't care. As long as my belly is, I can wear the pant coat and stand, and my belly does not get out. That
Yeah.
that is the only.
That's a motivation. That's a
Yeah.
motivation.
Even
But the
in my
outcome is good, sir. Like,
Yeah.
the system, my coach is very good. The same
Yes.
accountability system, like
Yeah.
in last 1 month, I did not do the follow the plan that much, and last, especially. When I went to holidays, I eat junks like everybody does. So I my weight went up like 8, 9 pounds. So I sent to my coach every Saturday we have a call. I told her I did not follow the plan. Let's schedule our call next week. I did not do it. But if you want, she yelled at me like I do at students. So and it worked out. So yeah, Ruchi, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Has
Thank
been
you,
a
sir.
beautiful
Thank you so
journey.
much.
And
Yeah.
Pappu really pass ho gaya. I would
Ah.
appreciate if you can ask your husband or your parents if they can take a picture of you with both of your
Yes,
kids.
sir.
I will put it as a thumbnail. And if you
Yes, sir.
allow me, now I want to write down your success journey. At that time, you said, sir, please edit it or don't write it because the kid
Yeah,
has complication. But if you
yeah,
allow,
yeah, yes, sir.
or if you don't feel it,
Yeah,
perfectly fine.
yeah.
You
I'll
are
send the
mom.
picture for sure, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
are a
I
mom.
think I think I
You are
think
a
we need
mom.
her
That's
real
your turn.
story.
Yeah. So thank
Ruchi,
you
I
very,
think we
Yeah.
should have your real story.
thank you very much, Ruchi. It has
Yes.
been my honor to work with you, and I wish you best of luck to all your
Thank
10
you, sir.
kids, tortoise, parrot, dog, and 2 human kids. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you,
Thank you
Shudha
so
ma'am.
much. Thank
Thank
you.
Yeah.
you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.